everyone, it's Tanya. I am so excited to be sharing this video with you today. I was so happy that scrapbook.com reached out to me and wanted to send me some of the new Ranger Tim Holtz Distress Spritz sprays. I've got peeled paint, peacock feathers, and barn door that I'm working with today. And I'm going to tell you, you do want to shake these up like the other mica sprays because they have mica in the bottom and you just want to make sure you get those shook up good. I've already shaken mine up, but you'll see me shake them before using them too, just to make sure everything's shook up good. So I've already done a few samples with these. I'm going to show you those, and then we'll do a few more examples of some things you can do with them, and then we'll make a quick card. This is just some of the things I did. For these examples here, I used the scrapbook.com mixed media paper pads, and this is the A2 size paper pads. I used the black and I used the white, and these are really great. I love these paper pads. They're already cut card size. If you make A2 cards, they're just perfect for that, and they work so well with all the Distress products, and I just love that. And that's what I'll be working with today also. So before we get started, I'm going to show you some of the samples I made. So this one is on black, and this is just the 3 colors, nothing else, sprayed onto the black. And I don't know if you can see, but look how shimmery that is. So pretty. And this is inspiring me for the card that I'm going to make today with you guys. So that's one sample. Here's another sample. And again, this is just those 3 colors, and I sprayed them onto the white. Nothing else but those colors sprayed together. I think this would be so pretty if you embossed it. Could add some stamping. And then here's another sample I did. Now for this one, what I did was I used the Cosmic Shimmer Pixie powders. I used the Ancient Copper and the Peacock Green, and I just sprinkled a little bit on here, and then I only use the peacock feathers to spray it, and that's the look that I got there. Isn't that pretty? I think that's so pretty, and I love that these activate the Pixie powders, and you don't just get the water, you also get a color with them. So I thought that was so pretty. Definitely going to be using this background for something. So for today, I thought we'd do a couple other things, and I'm going to show you what I thought we'd do. Is I've got out the Distress Oxides, and you can do this with inks too, in the exact same colors. And I'm just going to put a little bit down to this paper, and this too is mixed media paper. And I'm not blending these, I'm just gonna put these down. I'm gonna show you what these look like over the color that coordinates with them. And I should have had my box out for this, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it too much. So again, I'm just going to give it a little shake. I've already shaken it up before starting the video. I'm just going to give it a little shake. Spray that. Let me grab my heat it tool, and we'll dry that real quick so we can move on to the next one. So that's what it looks like over top of the coordinating color. So that's just the peacock feather oxide, and then the new Distress Spritz over top of it. So now I'm going to take my paper towel too. I'll just cover these 2 sides. We'll do the same with the green, the peeled paint. I love this color. This is one of my new favorite colors, I think. I feel like I get in these moods of color. Browns are always my favorite. I love the grungy browns, but sometimes I just pick a color that I really like using, and lately it has been peeled paint. So there we go. That's what the peeled paint looks like. Hope you can see the shimmer of that. It is really amazing. And it looks so good over top the actual color. Okay. Let's do the barn door. And there's the barn door. It is just so pretty. And these will work well with your other mica sprays from Tim. So you can mix and match with those also. This is a piece of mixed media also. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a little bit of water down here just for this. Wet my brush a little bit. Should have had a cup of water out, but it's fine. This should work okay. There we go. Get it wet. So it'll pick up that color. Now, all I'm going to do is take each color and I'm going to spray a little bit on my mat here. Not too much because I don't want to waste any. There we go. I'll pick some of this color up. I'm just going to show you. You can also paint with it. And I may have too much water on my brush. Let me see. I have too much water now. There we go. So you can pick this up and paint with it also. Let's pick up some green. And some of the peacock feather. So there you can see, you can also use it like a watercolor. And I'm going to dry it just so you can see what it looks like once it's dry. And it still has the shimmer. It's just a little bit lighter when you do it that way. But it's still a very pretty little like subtle shimmer to it. Just on this little teeny piece of card here, how I did the Pixie powder. So just shook my Pixie powder up, and sometimes this comes out kind of crazy. I just want a little bit because we got such a little piece of paper here. I don't want too much. Just put a little bit of blue on of the, this is the, oh, well, we'll get what's in the cap. This is the peacock green, and then this is the ancient copper. And you know what? I think this time I'm going to try it with the peeled paint first. And there you go. You can see it moving around, that Pixie powder. And I've got a little bit of a clump here that I want to get rid of. And I'm going to just spritz that this way with some water. Like that. That's what it does with the Pixie powder. So you see how it picks it up. Let's add a little bit of the peacock feather. There we go. See how pretty that looks? And I probably wouldn't leave that clump. I mean, this is just a sample, but maybe. It's kind of a big clump right there. Move a little bit of that around some. The idea. So that's what it does with the Pixie powders. And this one, of course, is a much better sample, but it's done the same way. You just shake it on and then spray it with the Spritz. Okay. So I'm going to clean up this, and then I will talk to you about what we're going to make today. So I have an idea. And like I said, this is what inspired me to do this. And I am going to do another background just to show you me doing the background. Plus, I want to add something separate to this and show you another technique that I figured out with this spray. So this is what inspired me, and I felt like it just looked like a really pretty colorful like night sky. So that's my idea. So I'm going to do a background, and I'm going to use the Otis Colorize die set for this today. I'm going to use the Colorize Celebrate die set. And those are both Holtz Sizzix ones. And I'm going to use the scrapbook.com die set. And I'm using the Congrats Good Luck one. And I just have like 3 different word die sets in one envelope. And I just cut the tops of the packaging off and put in here so I know what's in here. But for today, I'm going to use the Congrats one, I think, because I think this would be cute. It's like for a new baby or even a graduation. Anyone who loves like the moon. So I'm going to use that. Also, of course, we're going to be using the new Spritz colors, and I'm going to use the same colors that I showed you samples with today. So the barn door peeled paint and the peacock feathers. I'm also going to be using some Sizzix luster wax, and this one is the ivory color. I'm going to be using this Holtz stencil, and this is a THS 170. I have a piece, pre-cut card base. This is an A2 card base. So I have that pre-cut, and I'm going to be using a piece of the black mixed media scrapbook.com paper. So I'll go ahead and get that out. So it'll be ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and die cut out all my dies that I need. And I've already cut out the paper for these so that I can just run them through the die cutting machine. And I used all Sizzix cardstock for these today. And I'm going to do the Congrats in 2 different colors because I'm not quite sure yet which color I want to do this in. I will link everything in the description box below in the video. So if you want to pick up anything that I'm using today, it will be linked below. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to die cut everything out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all my dies cut out, and I've got them in just this little bowl so I don't lose them. And I've got all my dies in here so I can put them away once I'm done. So I'm going to set this aside, and next we're going to start working on this background. So what I'm going to do for the background is I'm going to use this black mixed media cardstock from scrapbook.com and this stencil. And I think I'm going to try first using just my finger to apply the luster wax. Took me a minute to get that out. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put just a little bit of mint tape on here to hold it down. I should have gotten my stencil tool out. Would have made this easier. And first we're going to just see if it works with my finger. If not, we will try something different. Okay. You know what? Let's try a brush. Okay, so I have like a stiff bent bristled paintbrush, and we're just going to try to see if that works a little bit better to Yes, that works better. Gets in there. There we go. That works so much better. So that's what that looks like. I am going to just quickly go over it with my heated tool. And now I'm going to just spray it. So I'm just gonna quickly spray, and I probably shouldn't have put those where I was spraying at. Same with the green. I'm just gonna kind of that, and make sure it's all mixed up. And you can see that it doesn't stick to those stars that we put down with the luster wax. So the luster wax acts as a mask almost. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just take a paper towel, put it over it, and there you go. So as you can see, anywhere where we put the luster wax through the stencil, it didn't really stick. Though here, you can see it's wiping off when I rub it. That's why I put the paper towel over it. Now a little bit, it looks like where it was thinner, kind of slightly went in there, but for the most part, it resisted. I just said that some of my luster wax isn't completely dry, which is kind of a good thing, because I rubbed it and I kind of like the way it's putting off this kind of streaks around these stars. So I'm just going to kind of do that and streak these stars a little bit that have the clumps of luster wax around them. I feel like it's making them kind of look like they're actual shining. And I will show you this. You can see that even rubbing this whole thing, nothing's coming off except for I'm spreading out this luster wax some. So I love the fact that once this is on, it's on. It's not coming off on your hands. It's not coming off on anything else. Oops. So, okay. Now we're going to move on to the next step. Next step, I'm going to start putting these together. And I'm going to set the congratulations that I cut out aside because I don't know quite yet which of these two colors I'm going to use. So I'm just going to set them to the side for now. And I'm going to work on these. So let's see. Let's get all of Otis in one spot. And this is my balloon. So set that there. And this is Otis's tongue. The first thing I like to do is go ahead and stack this in the order it's supposed to be in, just to get a feel how everything's going to look. Okay, so I do have out some inks, and I think what we're going to do is just go over a couple of these. Here you're going to see me playing around with the congrats and trying to figure out which color I want. And I end up using all four. I just end up stacking them to get a little bit more depth in the card. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm trimming my background down to 4 by 5 1/4 so that I have a little bit of a white border around it. So here's the finished card. Look at all that shimmer and shine from the new Holtz Distress Spritz sprays. These are fabulous. Here are some of the samples we did today. And like I said, this is just a few things that I tried and I figured out with these sprays. I hope this inspires you to create something. I hope you pick up some of these sprays and just give them a try. They're so much fun to use and they really add a nice shimmer to your card. I will also say that I will have a video coming out tomorrow where I use this background to create another card. So you may want to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so that you know when it's out. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you have a great day.